everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Seahawks. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And here's a look at the starting offense. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Let's go!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for the Texans. 42 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And what a grab. That's one, Charles, that kind of leaves you and I speechless up here in the booth.
We used to think we'd see these types of catches once a season. Now I think we're seeing them once a game.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Go! Come on, let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12. Yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go.
In motion is Strong. Out of the gun now on third down. Going for the deep ball. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Slot man moves right. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage. Now back to throw. He's got time. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Textbook defense, nowhere to go for the runner. They get there, they make the tackle, play over. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Now he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down. That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a little bit surprising, the offense is going to try to go for it here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
In motion is Strong. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
In motion is Strong. Back to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for someone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding time. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go. 319. Slow.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 1-9. Flex round. Ohio.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
Here we go. 38. Flex round. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Hopkins, the one receiver right.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Out of the gun now on third down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on fourth. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here we go. Let's round. Shake it off me. Let's go. What? Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
And the back goes into motion. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
When you've got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. To throw again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. All right, so the confidence here in the offense on 4th down, they're going for it.
Come on, let's go. Look, Eagle. Bang, 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 bang. Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living. And that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here we go. 200 yards.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. 319. Tigers.
Back to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And in this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. In motion is Strong. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Third down and 12. Out of the gun now on third down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So on 4th down, out. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 319. 319. Next check. 200 kids. 200
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll throw right side here, complete. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And they'll run it here. Muscles him off. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down. They'll look to throw again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brandon, I came out of my chair on that one. A lovely-looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
They come out here in the eye, and they'll go with the ground attack here. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll drop to throw. Able to shake him off. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.